Senator Milne.
Thank you, Mr President. My question is to the Finance Minister and Minister representing the Treasurer, Senator Wong. Given that at the G20 meeting in Pittsburgh in 2009, the then Prime Minister Kevin Rudd agreed to phase out and rationalise inefficient fossil fuel subsidies, of which Treasury had identified 17, and that a Global Subsidies Initiative report recently concluded that the Australian government could save at least $7.2 billion a year by phasing out measures supporting the production and consumption of fossil fuels, what is the Prime Minister reporting to the G20 on behalf of the Australian government with regard to Australia's progress in phasing out these fossil fuel subsidies?
Minister for Finance and the Minister representing the Treasurer, Senator Wong.
Thank you, Mr President. I am aware of the report to which Senator Milne refers. I'm also aware that the government took a position previously with which Senator Milne was if I may say, unhappy, did not agree with, in terms of a range of policy measures which were not regarded as falling within the remit of the G20 agreement. I will take on notice what additional information I can provide from the Treasurer on this issue, but I would say to the Senator that given her previous public criticisms of this issue, I doubt that the government's changed its position. You might recall a number of the issues which would have been included in that list from the Senator's perspective from her public comments were issues the government has chosen not to alter in terms of the recent budget decisions, notwithstanding there was some public suggestion of consideration. So, as I said, I will see if I can get any further information on what has been done in the G20 context on the subsidy issue, Senator. But I would say to you our position, to my knowledge, has not changed since the previous position, and I'm aware that that is one in which you've previously criticised.
Senator Milne.
Thank you, Mr President. In the face of accelerating global warming and the introduction of a price on pollution next month, isn't it inconsistent to provide $7.2 billion a year of fossil fuel subsidies like fuel tax credits, accelerated depreciation for miners and exploration subsidies for oil and gas, massively dwarfing government assistance to renewable energy?
The Minister.
Thank you, Mr President. Well, this is an issue on which Senator Milne knows that the government and the Greens Party do not agree. We do not believe that industries. We do believe that industries such as mining have a strong future and are important to the Australian economy. We're pleased at the increase in the investment in mining that we see in plan for 12-13, some 2.5 times what was invested in 2010, something which puts pay completely to the scare campaign from those opposite. We do believe these sectors are important to the Australian economy, just as we also believe that a carbon price is the most effective way in which we can give the incentive for greater investment in clean energy processes, clean energy technology and clean energy industries. The Senator put a proposition to me, and the answer to that question is no, that the government does not agree, and the government believes some of the industries that she has referenced are extremely important to the Australian economy.
Senator Milne.
Thank you, Mr President. I thank the Minister for her answer, but I ask, isn't the Prime Minister's focus on economic growth while maintaining fossil fuel subsidies completely inconsistent with the World Economic Forum and G20 agenda of severing the link between economic growth and resource consumption, depletion and adverse environmental impact?
The Minister.
Well, the best way to separate the economic growth from pollution is to put in place a broad-based carbon price, and that is what the government is doing. And as the Senator well knows, the reasons for that are that first, you create an incentive for businesses to pollute less. You create an incentive for business to move to better ways of doing business, cleaner ways of manufacturing, cleaner processes, and third, you create an incentive for investors. And this is one of the policy consequences that's often not spoken about, that a price on carbon is also a signal to investors about where to invest. we don't share the views that are behind what the senator is putting to me, that the way forward for the Australian economy is to simply shut down particular industries. Those industries are important to our economy, they remain important for jobs and important for Australians.